G'day there, Tony Fountain from Ray White Mittagong, and welcome to What's On in the Highlands this weekend, which is the 28th and 29th of October. Well, today's the 27th. It's a big day because it's actually my birthday. Quite frankly, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here after a few car crashes, a plane crash and a few other things. But obviously the big fella didn't want me home just yet, so I'm still here. So here we go. It's also James Captain Cook's birthday and President Teddy Roosevelt birthday, so there you go. All right, so what's on this weekend in the Highlands? Look, last weekend was just a phenomenal weekend. We had the Barrel Classic Bike event on it. If you really want to see an event that was well organised and just the effect that it can have on an area, that would have to be the example. There were just on 3,000 cyclists turned up. There were 2,000 people came along as followers, for want of a better term. Every bit of accommodation was booked out, but this is where the problem lies for the Highlands, because during the week the numbers just dropped to blazes. So as a member of the Economic Development Committee, one of the things I'm really keen on trying to push is getting those beds full during the week, but that's another issue. Let's have a look at this weekend and see what's on. Well, of course, springtime in the Highlands, spring gardens, opens are on all over the place. If you have a look at the Destination Southern Highands website, you'll see the whole list there of just what is open. One of the exciting companies or ventures that's been listed here is called Wildfest. Now, Amanda runs that, and you know, it's pretty innovative. On Saturday, from today till Sunday, out of Joadja, the beautiful old historical village, and where shale oil was first mined and went to Mittagong, etc. They've got a fantastic event there where you literally camp out in really good quality accommodation. You sit up there and look at the beautiful sunsets, etc. So that's on Friday till Sunday. On Friday to Sunday also as well, if you're into sort of paddling and, how would you put it, enjoying the beauty of nature, they've got what they've called the Wild Canoe exhibition or Wild Canoe Expedition, and that's on down at Urunga Creek, which is in the Moreton National Park, and there are 3 sessions there. They're on at 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock and 3 o'clock, and what you're doing, you're hiring a canoe which has got its own little meal on it, and you're paddling along in Urunga Creek, which is a sunken valley. Just beautiful down there, so peaceful. So that's on there. And then Wildfest have got a native fest on at Joadja at 5 p.m. on Saturday. So certainly they're very busy indeed. Now, if you're looking to get your soul back into gear again, the Abundance Wellness Retreat at Bundanoon is running a retreat from Friday till Sunday. So I know yoga is becoming very, very popular with people as pressures of life get going. So that is certainly one that's very much worthwhile having a look at. Now, on the music, getting the soul right, on Saturday night at 6:30 at St Jude's Church in Barrel, there's the Handel's Messiah recital. That should be, if you're into classical music, that should be a great one. Conversely, if you're into Russian type Cossack music, the Sydney Balalaika Orchestra are appearing at Bundanoon Hall on Sunday from 2 p.m. So you've got both ends of the scale there music-wise. Now, markets, and I've mentioned every week about how important these markets are becoming. This Saturday from 9 till 2, and because of daylight saving, they're now running a second session from 4:30 till 8:30. The Moss Vale Farmers Market is on, and of course with that comes the miniature train. So if you want to go to that and the kids want to stop annoying you, put them on the train. $2 a ride, and they'll eventually turn up back for you. There's also at Harper's Mansion, which is the beautiful old historic first major home built in Berrima in the 1830s, just on the hill on the side coming into Berrima or going out of Berrima. They've got their garden and plants fair. That's on Sunday from 10 till 4. Wingelow, beautiful little village just to the south of the Southern Highlands or Southern area. They've got their spring garden fair on Sunday from 9 till 2. So that's a great trip. You just go straight down the highway, turn into Marimba Road, 6 k's, and you're at Wingelow. Weddings. So if you're planning on getting married, Pepper's at Craigie Lee on Sunday, From 9 till 2 I've got their from 11 till 2 I've got their wedding day open. So that's when all the catering and all the events, people are all going to be there together. So if you're looking at the Southern Highlands to have as the venue for your wedding or your children's wedding, that would certainly be one very much worthwhile coming to. So that's what's on this weekend. Now, in November, I just want to give a forward plug here in November, because in November we've got the Southern Highlands Art Festival. This is a really, really top show, and especially the two art trails, which are on two separate Sundays, weekends, but we'll give you more information on that. There's also there, as you can see, one of the feature events there is called Pushing the Boundaries. That's being run at the BDAS Gallery on the 10th to the 20th of November, and I'll be doing an interview next week with Chris, who's running that, and be able to give you more information. And also coming up on the 25th of November is an event that I think is very, very important. It's all to do with White Ribbon Day. That's it, White Ribbon Day, and that's the function that is helping fund the battle against domestic violence. You know, there is no reason why a man hits a woman, full stop. I don't give two hoots. That's it. So this is a recycled designers clothing event. It's on Saturday, November the 25th from 9 a.m. till 2 p.m. at the Henrietta Room opposite Coles. If you've got designer clothes that you'd like to donate for that, this is what, but I'll be mentioning more on it as we go around. So folks, that's what's on this weekend up in the Highlands. Could be raining a little bit Friday morning, but after that we've got sunshine, so that's just the time to get in the car from Sydney or Canberra, come up the hill, coffees, dinner, have a great time, and remember, as long as you've got a pulse, you're having a good day. Hooroo.